welcome back to another class. We're going to be working on the lower body today, so come on to the top of your mats to begin. Standing at the top of our mat, rolling those shoulders back and down, and then spiraling those arms up above head before spiraling or swan diving on down to a forward fold. Swinging side to side maybe before coming to a halfway lift. Exhale on down really. And we will inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, grabbing the ankles, maybe even bending the knees, pulling ourselves into the body. One more time here, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, grabbing the ankles, and exhaling deeply, pulling ourselves to our legs. Holding here a few extra breaths. Option here to bend into the left leg, trying to straighten up the right, and then doing the same, bending into the right, straightening out the left before meeting me back in center. And then we will come into a halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, stepping back into a plank, holding there, and then we'll push back into a child's pose. Let's roll through a few plank to child's pose flows. Inhale to plank, exhale back to child's pose. Last time, inhaling to plank, holding, and then we'll exhale to downward dog, holding there, 2 breaths. Looking towards the top of the mat, hopping, floating, stepping. We'll meet at the top, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, again grabbing the ankles, really trying to bring the chest towards the thighs. We'll go through that one more time, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, on down to the legs. Rolling yourself on up, we'll come into Sun Salutation B, a little remix of it, coming into chair pose, and then exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, grab those ankles, pulling ourselves towards the legs. Stepping back into a plank, option to take a vinyasa. Upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Staying here very briefly, we'll lift up the right leg. Inhale. The exhale brings it right in front of you, coming up to warrior one. Inhaling, squaring off the hips, making sure the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Gaze goes towards the fingertips, sinking into the hip. Then we'll swan dive on down, option to go through another vinyasa, or just meet me in downward dog. We'll repeat the same on the left. Inhaling the left leg. Exhaling, dropping it down in front of us. Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Give me one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale into that groin, that hip, inner thigh. And then we'll exhale, coming into a plank. Slowly lowering ourselves down to our bellies. Inhale to a full cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Let's rest here. 3 beautiful, refreshing breaths. Pulling yourselves on up and out of that child's pose. We'll come into a plank. And then exhale back to downward dog. Let's go through that sequence one more time. This is an active recovery flow. So we'll lift that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, dropping it in front. Coming into Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Just a breath here, stepping back into plank. Optional vinyasa, meeting in downward dog. Going ahead and lifting that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, dropping it in front, pivoting that back leg. Warrior one. One breath. Come on down. And then we will meet on our belly. Playing around with a little back strength, back body strength. Inhaling to a low cobra. Really engaging the back body and pushing up and out and then back to a child's pose. Connecting with the breath here. We'll be here about 30 seconds. Option to bring the hands behind, allowing the shoulders to kind of splay forward. Or option to kind of bind, tucking them into your hip crevice, allowing those shoulders to flare open even wider. Last breath, and then we'll inhale, coming on up to seated. Let's roll on out to all fours, working on some cat-cows. Exhale to hollow out. Inhale to look up, arching the back, really pushing the sternum forward. Let's do that a few more times. Exhaling, looking at the navel. Inhaling, looking at the ceiling or the sky. Give me one more of these. Then we'll inhale, bringing the right foot forward, really sinking into that front leg. Exhale, pushes you back. Inhale forward. Exhale back, giving me kind of a seesaw motion within your hip flexors and hamstrings here. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling forward. And if this is deep enough, stay there. Option to slide that foot back a little bit further and then sit up right in the middle, really allowing that hip to fall towards the mat even deeper. Hold here, and then we'll exhale on out of it. We'll walk our right foot over to our left hand, or left side of the mat, coming into a pigeon pose, really getting deep into the outer glutes and the hips in general. Inhaling, really sitting in the middle, squaring those hips. Exhale, getting ready to stay here for quite a while. Inhaling and exhaling deeply while we're here. Option to come on to your forearms, or maybe resting your forehead on your forearms a block, really allowing that outer hip loop. Get a deep stretch, flexing the front foot. Staying here another few breaths. Your body, your legs will be thanking me soon. Exhaling, pushing yourselves up and out. Let's grab that back leg and stack it right on top of the right double pigeon here. Inhaling, sitting up tall. Exhaling, Really focusing on the breath, staying here a little while as well. To advance this posture by walking the hands in front, coming onto your forearms if that's possible, just hollowing out the center, maybe even looking at the navel, allowing a lower back release as well. Exhaling, walking your hands back up, swinging those legs back around, finding your way into a downward dog. Let's shake out those legs. Option to bend into the left, then the right, maybe just pedaling a little bit faster. But of course, we will have to do this on the other side. Roll forward, drop those knees, and then bringing that left leg in front, working on that seesaw action. Inhaling into that front leg, exhaling backwards, inhaling front, exhaling back. Let's do that a few more times. Option also to keep the back foot tucked or flat. We'll do this one more time, inhaling into the front leg, really pushing back, exhaling. Inhale forward, sinking into that front leg or sitting right up in the middle, allowing that hip flexor to go towards the mat. Let's walk that foot over to the right side, sliding into pigeon. Again, squaring off the hips, sitting up tall. So, if you just saw my huge eyes, my husband was looking through the window of our home, looking at me like a peeping Tom, which scared the life out of me. So, enjoy my frightening yet fun look. Still remaining focused on the breath as I attempt to do the same. Staying here, or always option to come on down to your forearms or rest on a block. We'll be here a little bit longer. On up, swirling that back leg. Ooh, my leg is shaking. Swirling that right leg around and stacking it on top of the left. Maybe using the right hand as a light weight on the right knee. Sitting up tall, staying here. option to advance the asana if it feels right to your practice today. Inhale, exhale, walking those hands forward or dropping down to your forearms. Again, option to even look at the navel hollowing out, allowing a stretch to be felt along the back as well. Finding our way back up, of course, unwinding ourselves and pushing back into a downward dog, really feeling the delicious benefits of those long holds, pedaling out the legs, maybe even just finding some stillness here. Are done, we will walk our hands to meet our feet. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, grabbing both elbows, dropping on down to the mat, really trying to pull the crown of the head towards the mat, hips towards the sky. Last breath. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, coming on down to an easy seat. Let's finish off here. Again in an easy seat, bringing those hands up and above head. Exhaling, dropping the hands in front of us. Staying here just a breath or two. Inhaling, coming up, switching out the legs, bringing the left now in front. Again, sitting up tall, hands go up and above head. Exhale, bringing those arms right in front. Another few breaths here. Last breath here. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing yourselves on up. Let's bring those legs right in front of us. Hands go up and above head, and we'll exhale, folding over our legs, grabbing on to the back of the feet, your shins, ankles, maybe a strap. Really breathing deeply, your best breaths this practice to finish. Now, exhale on up. Thank you guys so much for flying with me. Hopefully your lower body feels amazing. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in another video. Namaste. Have a great day.